Brooke Hogan's life in the spotlight hasn't always been easy, and the tragic passing of her famous father is just the latest chapter in a string of sad events. Amidst all the very public family drama of 2025, Brooke's father died at the age of 71 on July 24th of cardiac arrest after weeks of declining health. After his neck fusion surgery, which he underwent in May, Brooke kept quiet on her social media, staying true to her statement she would not be commenting any further on family drama. She also did not immediately comment on her estranged dad's passing. According to a report from TMZ, Brooke learned of her father's death from her brother, Nick, who texted her husband. TMZ reported that Brooke was telling people close to her about the final time she spoke to her dad. The final time the pair spoke, allegedly, was 2 weeks prior to Hogan's wedding to his now-widow, Sky Daly, in September 2023. The two spoke over the phone, and Brooke reportedly told Hogan she was concerned about how hard he was still working. Various reports that emerged even before Hogan's death claimed that he was overworked to the point of exhaustion. TMZ reported that Brooke urged her father to slow down, and that was the final time they spoke. The outlet also reported that Hogan apologized to his daughter on the call, and that she told him she loved him. Prior to her dad's passing, the most recent incident putting the Hogan family in headlines was a dramatic social media rant posted by Linda Hogan in March. In the video, a tearful Linda went on a rant that she said was inspired by being lonely that day. After acknowledging it had been over 15 years since her divorce from Hulk, Linda called her family the worst mess.
Brooke doesn't talk to us. She's had twins. She got married. She didn't tell us.
Brooke issued a lengthy statement on Instagram after her mother's rant. In the post, she wrote that she wanted to address the tip of a very large iceberg about her family. She said Linda's video was mild to what she had seen and experienced throughout her life, though did acknowledge her mother had been through her fair share of trauma. Brooke noted that nothing Hulk did had anything to do with her relationship with Linda, and vice versa. She alleged that she had experienced extreme verbal and mental abuse that, at times, turned physical. She said that sometimes, quote, "It's not by the person you would assume." She also wrote about the massive blows to her career and personal life caused by her family's bad behavior and lies. Rather than letting things go, Linda took to her Facebook page following Brooke's statement to attempt to get the last word. She alleged that Brooke assaulted her and said Brooke was once so drunk she broke Linda's collarbone. Linda alluded to many stories like that one. She said she wouldn't be defending herself against Brooke's allegations of abuse, though Brooke didn't name her mother specifically in her statement. Brooke then posted photographic proof on her Instagram that her mother had indeed met her husband, former NHL star Stephen Oleksy. She said that her mother's accusations against her were serious and said that her name was continuously brought up amid her family's drama.
There was so much drama back home that I was like, I cannot wait to move out.
She added that she had plenty of people who knew the truth, including her husband, who posted a statement to his own Instagram account. He said he couldn't stand by and allow anyone to hurt his wife any longer. He addressed Linda only as Jane Doe, and seemingly addressed Hulk in the post as well. The Oleksys haven't shared anything further about Brooke's ongoing familial drama, but Linda spoke to TMZ and said that her daughter's actions would have an impact on her twins, and even voiced her concerns that they won't know that their grandfather was the famous Hulk Hogan. Brooke Hogan may still be trying to dabble in music now that she and her husband live in Nashville, but her music career never really took off when she was younger. Outside of one hit alongside rapper Paul Wall, she signed with Transcontinental Records in 2002 and released her first single, Everything to Me, that summer. The song made it to number 97 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and later that year, Brooke went on tour with Hilary Duff and the Backstreet Boys. However, her label went bankrupt following the tour, and her debut album was never released. Her first big hit was the song About Us, and featured Wall rapping on the track. The song premiered on the second season finale of Hogan Knows Best, and shot up to number 33 on the Billboard Hot 100. Her first album, Undiscovered, was finally released in October 2006. It debuted at number 28 on the Billboard 200. Hogan's second album was titled The Redemption and was released in the summer of 2009. Brooke dropped a mixtape titled Judgment Day ahead of the album's release to promote it, but The Redemption didn't do nearly as well as Undiscovered for the young pop star. Brooke attempted to revive her singing career in July 2015 when she released an alternative country song titled Girlfriend.
People always want to box you in and say, well, what are you? You have to be country or you have to be pop. And I'm like, what if I was raised on a bunch of music, and what if I just love music?
The song was followed by 2 EPs and another new pop single. Touch My Body in November 2019. In 2024, Brooke released a few singles, including a song called Boys Trip. Brooke's musical career was much more successful than her forays into the professional wrestling world. She only appeared for WWE once, well after the rise of Hulkmania, and never trained to be an in-ring competitor. She appeared on the July 2006 episode of Saturday Night's Main Event 33, when she was just 18 years old. In the angle, Randy Orton flirted with her before challenging her father to a match at SummerSlam. Hulk would go on to face Orton at the biggest party of the summer, but the rest of his family would not be involved. Brooke gave the professional wrestling industry another shot in May 2012, when she signed with Total Nonstop Action. Brooke was signed to be an on-screen authority figure, as well as a backstage consultant for the Knockouts. She appeared on TNA TV throughout the middle of 2012 and made matches for the Knockouts division. In her biggest storyline, she got into a secret relationship with Bully Ray when his Aces and 8 stable was feuding with Hulk and Sting. Brooke agreed to marry Bully Ray in the storyline, but the wedding descended into chaos as wrestling weddings usually do.
Just hold on. Are you sure you want to do this?
At the end of their story, which involved a divorce, Brooke Hogan and TNA amicably split in August 2013, with Hulk to follow in October.
Brooke Hogan really felt the effects of carrying 2 babies at once, reaching the end of pregnancy with a belly so big that her whole body hurt. Unfortunately, the issues didn't end when it came time to have her C-section. After her twins, Oliver and Molly, were born on January 15, 2025, Hogan experienced a complication that could have cost her life. She wrote on Instagram, "I had a severe hemorrhage, lost 2.5 liters of blood, and was an inch away from a blood transfusion. Even worse, she was alone through the medical emergency. That's because Hogan's husband, Steve Oleski, left the operation room to accompany the newborns during their checks. Luckily, Hogan's medical team was able to contain the hemorrhage and stabilize her. It was all worth it in the end, as Oliver and Molly were born at a hefty 8.9 and 7.9 pounds. Hogan knows how fortunate she was. She wrote in another post, "My surgeon and his colleagues were amazing at getting the kids out safely, getting my overstretched uterus back in my body, and not letting me die." After everything she went through, Hogan is soaking up every minute with her newborns. Well before she became a mom, Brooke Hogan faced down a lot of family problems. Her own mom, Linda Hogan, filed for divorce from Hulk Hogan in late 2007. By that point, the couple hadn't been on speaking terms in months. A year later, Linda accused Hulk of cheating on her, which he denied. In his book, My Life Outside the Ring, he revealed that he took the split so hard that he considered suicide.
I got sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Just a few months before the divorce, Hulk's son, Nick Hogan, then 17, lost control of his vehicle and drove into a tree, an accident that put his friend John Graziano in a coma. Nick was charged with reckless driving with serious bodily injury and underage drinking. Those months were some of the hardest in Brooke's life. She told Access Hollywood in 2008, "I have to admit, I did have a little bit of a breakdown one time about that because my brother and I are inseparable." The divorce also weighed on her. She found it hard to accept that her parents refused to talk to each other while trying to settle, forcing them to talk on the phone.
You guys just talk. So I had my mom on my cell phone and I was like, "Here, Dad, it's for you."
He denied it, but Hulk Hogan almost definitely did have an affair, and it was reportedly with Brooke Hogan's best friend, Christy Ann Plant. Plant claimed she had a fling with Hulk, but denied the affair was the reason Linda and Hulk's marriage ended. She told the National Enquirer, using Hulk's real name, "My relationship with Terry began at a time when Terry and Linda privately knew their marriage was ending." Plant regretted the affair not because of the implications it might have had for the marriage, but the hurt she inflicted on Brooke. Plant said, "I will never be able to fully forgive myself for this. I have lost an amazing friend." Brooke was heartbroken over it. In a MySpace message, she revealed that learning about the affair was among her most painful experiences. She wrote, "When your best friend and one of your closest family members betray you together, you could maybe find it in yourself to forgive one day, but you will never forget the hurt they caused you." In 2015, leaked audio revealed Hulk Hogan going on a rant that included numerous racial slurs. The audio came out as a result of Hulk's lawsuit against the website Gawker for publishing portions of a 2006 sex tape. In a previously unreleased portion of the tape, Hulk complained about a black billionaire guy who showed interest in helping Brooke with her music career. Hulk clearly felt slighted by the man's offer, given that he had been the one funding Brooke's career up to that point. Hulk added that he was worried that Brooke was in a sexual relationship with the benefactor's son, even admitting that he was, quote, racist to a point. As a result of the audio's release, WWE temporarily terminated Hulk's Legends contract. He also went on an apology tour and still seems to be feeling the consequences of it a decade later. Even so, Brooke defended him.
That's not who he is, though. He's not racist.
In a poem she shared on Facebook, Brooke highlighted what her father told her growing up, writing, "He taught me folks are so much more than shades could ever tell." Even after defending her dad, Brooke has become estranged from her family. She was noticeably missing from Hulk's wedding to Sky Daly in September 2023. Both Nick Hogan and Daly's kids were there. Brooke defended her choice not to attend, writing on Instagram, "For my own journey to healing and happiness, I have chosen to create some distance between myself and my family." Brooke added that she was choosing to be with people who have her own personal beliefs, goals, and values, implying that Hulk didn't. 2 years earlier, Brooke also revealed she has no relationship to speak of with her mom. She told Distractify, "The family dynamic being completely genuine with you, it makes me sad. It really does. I mean, my mom and I don't talk, which is kind of like our third stint of going and doing that." Most recently, Brooke responded to a March 2025 Instagram video Linda posted in which she cried about the estrangement.
Brooke doesn't talk to us. She's had twins. She got married. She didn't tell us. She had twins. She didn't tell us.
Brooke wrote in her own Instagram response, "I have been extremely verbally and mentally abused since childhood." Linda responded, saying she would defend herself against those allegations in court if necessary.